Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Designs, and I'm your boy Lulua Mark. Today we are going to dive into another project in Revit, and we are going to create, modify floors and roofs in Revit. And without wasting a lot of time, we are diving into Revit. This is my Revit 2026. If you're using Revit 2025, 24 or lower versions, don't mind. I think most of the tools are the same, and the interface seems also to be the same. Unlike those lower versions, maybe below 2024, those ones might differ a little bit, but nevertheless, here we are. So let's first of all create a simple house. Let me just go to architecture. I go to wall. I'll just create a box house here, something like that. And then of course, let me just create some basic doors and window for this house so that it looks like a house. So I'll come to door. I'll go to, let me wait for it to load. Then I'll load family. Then I'll look for my library, Revit library. Then I'll just select some random door here. Let me see. Okay, let me just pick that and load it into the project. Still waiting for it to load. Takes time. Yeah, now it has loaded. Can have our door there. Let me also create a window. I'll come to architecture. I'll go to window, load family. Let me look for window. I think let me see. There's a window here. Yeah, I'll just use this. Waiting for it to load. It has loaded. I'll place it there. So I'll come to my 3D model, click on it. Shall have something like this, but of course this wall is too high. I'll click on it. I'll right click, select all instances in the entire project. It will select all the walls. Then in the unconnected height, in the properties, I'll change this to 4 meters because our floor to floor height is 4 meters. So we shall see something like that. So this is a basic wall, including the doors. So now, since we want to learn how to create floors and also how to modify them. If you want to create a floor, you come to architecture, you go to floor, you select this floor architecture. Then you can customize it. I can edit type in the properties. When you see the type properties, you duplicate. Then you rename it the way you want. I'll rename it as a slab floor. Then you come to the structure, you edit. From the structure, you can edit the thickness, the material, then the functionality. I'll leave the functionality as structure, priority 1. Material, I'll click on this. By category, I'll go and create a new material. So to create a new material, you click on this icon, you create new material, you right click on the default name and rename it as I keep this to slab. In the graphics, you can change it to any color you want. This one basically is the default color that Revit shows us, so I'll ignore it. Then in the appearance, you click on this icon that will take you to asset browser. From the asset browser, you'll get all the possible materials that people use to create or to design this thing. So I'll look for wood. I want my floor to have a wood finish. So we have wood here. There are so many types. You can see site work. These are all woods. Siding. These are all woods. Roofing. These are all wood. There's plastic. There's flooring. So I'll go with the flooring wood. So when you click on this icon, it will show you how it will appear. So I'll go with this. I'll just close this asset browser. Then I'll apply in this material browser and click OK. From here, basically, we can click OK, apply, OK. We can start creating or drawing our slab or floor. Now this is basically going to be, let me just click on add pick lines as the method I'm going to use to create. So I'll give it an offset of, let's say, 500, so that I can create even including the veranda. So I'll pick the exterior sides of this wall like this, like this, like this. And then when I click OK and I come to my 3D, I should be able to see a slab like that with a wood finish. You see that? Including the interior sides. So that is our ground slab. So now we have created a slab. You can even you can create steps at the doors here using the same slabs. So I can come to ground floor. Since I want to create it at the entrance, I'll basically go to floor again. And then this time I can use the rectangle method to create this. I can click starting from here, maybe up to here, something like that. You keep escaping. Now I want to align this to this, so I can come to my align tool. I'll click on that and click on this. I make them to align. This aligns to this, like that. And then this, let's say I want this one to be a little bit bigger. I'll say 1.5, around there. But of course I want it to go down. It's not be exactly the same height with the slab that is coming from the inside. So you know the thickness of this slab is 150 millimeters. So we shall go down by negative 150 millimeters. I'll click OK. Then when you come to a 3D, you'll see something like that. You see that step? It is a step down from the inside. So you can do this. You can keep creating this until you achieve a perfect and unique slab. So instead of creating a new one, I can simply duplicate this by just selecting it. I'll come to create a copy. I'll pick it and draw a copy here. Now, since this one is down by 150, this I can take it down by negative 300. And then of course I can bring it this side. Let's go to 3D and see. So I can take it a little bit inside. Just take it inside. And then you see that. So you can create your steps like this. So now there's a step down here and then there's a step down here. You can create like this until you achieve the kind of design you want. And of course you can control the distance from here up to here. You come to your align dimension, you measure this, then now you can click on this and give it the distance you want. For example, if I want 200, I'll just click here 200. So the distance from the first slab or the first step to the other one is 200. I can now do the same. I'll come to copy. I'll copy another one here. Since the other one is less or down by 300, this one can go to 450, negative 450. It goes down. Then you push it inside, and you do the same. You just come to align dimension tool. The shortcut is DI. You measure this distance here and you keep the distance constant. You click on this, give this 200 because the other one was 200. So you see the distance becomes constant. When you go to your 3D, you should see something like that. See this? So this is a perfect way of designing a slab or a step, especially at the ports. Now this one here, you can basically just extend this to take this one all the way to that side. You come here, you just click on one of them, then you come to edit boundary. Then from here you can just, let's say you can just align. You come to align, you click on that, you align it with this. That is it. It will take this one all the way to that side. You click OK. Then this one we can do the same. You edit boundary, you go to align, you align it with that, just like that. You finish it. So when you come to your 3D, you'll have something like that. You see, it is perfectly aligned. And that is how you keep creating your slab or steps at the ports or anywhere you want to create a step. Sometimes you can also create this in a compound, by the way. So this is basically how you can create a slab, modify it, and give it material. So let's see for a roof how you can also do the same for roof. Now you come to your roof level. By default our roof level is level 2. You click on it. So you go to architecture, you come to roof, you pick roof by footprint. We have so many options. There's a roof by footprint, roof by extrusion, roof by face soffit. Roof by footprint basically creates the normal roof. Roof by extrusion creates a custom roof. You can create something that is a different shape from the normal shapes. I think we have a video that shows how to use extrusion to create a roof. There are roofs that are curved. There are roofs with so many curves. Those ones you can create them using extrusion. But we want to create a basic roof. You click on the roof by footprint. Then before creating, you come and edit type. In the type properties, you need to duplicate. Then you rename it, let's say roof, just like that. Okay, but of course you can give it any name you want. Then we come to the structure, you edit. Now from the structure here you have functionality, the priority, material, thickness. Now thickness, I can say I want the thickness of the roof to be basically 16 millimeters. Then the material, I'll click here by category. Then I'll create a new material. Then I'll rename the default name to, let's say, roof. And then of course the graphics, which is also the basic or the default color, I'll ignore it. In the appearance, we go to this icon to open the asset browser. From here I'll basically look for roof. It will give us all the materials that are used to create roofs. So when I select a roof, I'll see all these options. These are iron sheets, there are iron sheets, there are tiles, and all those different kinds of materials used for creating roofs. So we have these. I want to use iron sheet. So I got one here. So you simply close the asset browser. In the material browser, you click apply. Okay. And then in the edit assembly here, I think I've finished. I'll click OK, apply, OK. Now the same method we use for creating a slab, I'll also use pick lines. And then as usual, we shall of course give it an offset. Since our veranda offset is 500, this one I can give 400. Then I'll also pick the exterior sides of the wall, just like that. And then before we finish the model, when you click, I need to escape so many times. When you click here, you see the pitch angle or the slope angle is 30 degrees, which I think is a lot. I'm going to give this, let's say 25. Let's give 25 degrees. Here you also give 25 degrees. This side 25 degrees. This side 25 degrees. This one will basically create a hipped roof. So when you will finish the model and we go to our 3D, we shall see a roof like that. See this? It creates a hipped roof like this. So that is how you can also modify a roof. Now if your roof is supposed to be let's say gable roof is basically a roof where this side and that side are open to give a gable. So you just click on this, you come to edit footprint, you go to the level where the roof is. Now you click on the side where you want to create a gable. You just uncheck this define slope. You click on this, you uncheck that slope. When you finish the model and you come to the 3D, you'll see now the sides are open. This is what we call gable roof, where these sides are open. These ones are common with those old designs that people have been creating. But of course, now you can also now take this wall up. When you click on the wall, you can basically click this wall. You go to, if you see attached to top, and then at the top is the roof. You now select the roof. It will take it to the roof. You see that? So that is how you can attach the wall to the roof up there. You can do the same for this side. You click on the wall first. You come to attach to top, and then you select the roof. You will take it there, just like that. So that is how they create a gable roof with these attachments. So you can edit this roof to create any sort of roof that you want. They are hidden roofs, but of course hidden roofs are basically roofs that sometimes lean to, and then it's hidden with the parapet walls. So if you want to change this into, let's say, a lean-to roof, you just click it again. You come to edit footprint. You go to the level where the roof is. We can just select one of the sides. We uncheck the slope. We finish it up. It will become a lean-to roof. You see that? It will now slope only in one direction. So this is a lean-to roof. Of course, this side you can just simply select the wall. You go to attach to top. And then basically you select the roof. It will take it there. You have your lean-to roof. That is how a lean-to roof is created. See that? So yeah, that is how you can modify roofs and create the different types of roofs in Revit. And I believe you have also understood how to create a slab and how to create these steps using the slab tools, how to change the height, and also create this distance that generates the steps. So basically that's what I wanted to show to you. And if you really learned something here, please make sure you subscribe to Lulua Tech Designs. I have more that is coming. I'll love to see you in the next project. Thank you.